Namaskar everyone. Hope all of you are fine. So today we will continue with our previous session of Microsoft Excel 2010. I'll give you the short recap of what we have studied previously. We have studied about Microsoft Excel, a short introduction of Excel interface. What are the components in Excel? We have studied about cell address, range, formula bar, name box. We have studied about how to add worksheet. We have studied about status. Afterwards, we have studied about types of data which we are going to enter in MS Excel. Now we will move further in this chapter. Today we will be talking about moving around the spreadsheet. Means if I want to move between the numbers of cell, then how can I move? So moving around the spreadsheet. If I want to move from one A1 to the A3, then how can I move? Fine. For this you have to use your arrows key. If you can see in your keyboard, you have 4 arrows keys. Up, down, right and left. Use this arrow key to move around the cell. Right. Now the other keys also help you to move, that is page up key. Page up key will let you move to upper screen of your Excel sheet. Now you can see I am on cell number A436. So if I want to see A1, what I'll press? Page up. Now see, while pressing a page up, I am going. There is no more page up, so it's not going. Now I can go to down screen of the Excel with the help of page down. So page down help you to move downward direction to see the downward screen of the Excel. Now if I want to move to the starting cell of my worksheet where I have entered or where I was going to enter, if I move to that cell, what will I use? Control plus home. Now see, if I am using control plus home, I'll go to the A1, right? The same way we can also use the control and. Okay? Now if you will use the control and, you will go to the last cell which you have added in your worksheet. Fine. So these are the ways you can move between the spreadsheet. Right? Now we will going to talk about entering a data. In previous session only I have told you there are 2 ways of entering a data. Either you can click the cell and start writing your data, or you can just select the cell, go to formula bar and start writing your data now. Okay? So these are the ways of entering a data in Excel. Right? Now we will come to on performing a calculation. Performing a calculation, before performing the calculation, I tell you some more feature. Okay? So I am making a worksheet. For the mark sheet of class 6th. Okay? So I want to write this data. Now I am giving a heading to my column, that is name. Then I am going to write a class. Then I am going to write a science marks. Okay? Then English marks. Okay? English marks. Now H. Now we will going to write computer marks. How many subjects are done? 3. Chalo, let's take, we will take 4 subjects. Okay? So the other subject will be maths. Okay? Now we will going to find out the marks obtained by the student in these subject. Right? Now we will going to enter a data. Suppose first name is Riya. Okay? Second name is Amit. Third one is Arun. Then Aruni. Fine. Now we will give a class to them. Okay. So I'll tell you the more feature here after entering a data. Class 6th, class 6th, class 6th. Now enter some marks for these children. So we are going to enter like this. I have given some random marks to them. Okay, only 2-digit marks will be given. Okay. Now we will give the marks to science subject, English subject also, like this. Now come to computer. The same way we will enter the data for the computer, right? Now again enter. Now we will going to add a marks for the maths. Okay? So we have made. Now you can see I have made a heading mark sheet of class 1. Now I can apply same formatting features which we are applying in MS Word. How? Select the cell. Now in home tab font group we have an option of fill color. Now I'm going to fill a color with the, I can make this word a bold, and I can even make this word italic. I can change their font style to of my choice. I can even increase the numbers. Chicken. Now you can see the mark sheet of class 6th heading is coming only on A. But I want it should come in between of the table. So what we will going to do? We will going to select the numbers of cell from A1 to G1. Right? Now I have selected this numbers of cells with the help of mouse cursor. Now we will go to home tab. In home tab you will see a merge and center. Right now you can see on my screen that it is appearing merge and center. When I click this, now this A1, B1, C1, D1, E1, F1, G1 will become one single cell, that is A1. So this is called merging of a cell. Now what is merging of a cell? Merging of a cell means to combine two or more cells into one single cell, right? So this is how we have format. Now same way you can select all your table, give some different font color or give some different fill colors too. Fine. Now you can even bold your data also. You can even apply a border to your table. I am not talking to the worksheet. Please listen it very carefully. You can apply a border to your table. Okay? So if you want to change a border color, you can select the border color from here. Okay? As I have already applied the border color, that's why it's not showing. Now just let me reapply it. Okay? Before applying a border, we will first select the color. Suppose I am selecting some bright color purple. Okay? Now I am going to apply. Okay? I am going to apply the border. Like this, we will going to apply the border. Fine? I have applied to all these cells. Right? See, I am applying the border. Fine. Now after applying a border, what we will do? Now we will come to our actual term, that is how to perform a calculation. As earlier only I told you, if you want to write a formula, you have to always start with is equals to sign. Now when you write is equals to sign, it signals the Excel that user is going to write formula, not the simple text. Fine. Now how you going to find marks obtained? We have to plus or we have to add all the subjects marks. Either we can write 56 plus 69 or we can even call them by their names. What is the name of 56? C3 plus D3 plus E3 plus F3. Now you can see the cell address are coming into the different color. So when I press enter key, you can see the marks obtained will appear. Right? Now see, in cell the data is appearing, but formula bar is telling how this data come. How this data come is equals to C3 plus D3 plus E3 plus F3. Right? So this is how we are going to perform the calculation. Chicken. Now, right now I am having only 4 records, means 4 students data. But what if I am having 100 record of data? Is I am going to write a formula again and again? No. Then we will going to use a feature called autofill. I will explain more about autofill in next chapter, but here I am only explaining about how to copy a formula to the rest of the cell with the help of autofill. Now autofill works when fill handle tool appear. Where is fill handle tool? You can see the small black square is coming over the selected cell. This is called fill handle tool. When you bring your cursor over this fill handle tool, see my cursor is changed into thin plus sign. Here is the mouse pointer and this is autofill. Okay, now drag this autofill with the help of your mouse key and drop it here. Now you can see the rest of the cells now having their formula. C4, here C5, here C6. So you don't need to write the formula again and again. You can copy the formula with the help of autofill feature. Right? Now I have already told you how to insert a worksheet with this plus sign. Now I tell you how to rename a worksheet. How to rename a worksheet? You have to double click inside this name and write your name class 6th. Right? Plus press enter. It is saved. Or how to delete a worksheet? It is simple. Right click and select the delete. Okay? Now the last is how to save a file. When you save a Excel file, it automatically save with the extension .xlsx. So how we will going to save? We will going to save it. Suppose I am saving it on desktop. Choose the location. Now I have choose the location. Now I am giving the name is the worksheet. Class workbook. Suppose I have given the name class workbook. Okay? Now when I save this file, it can be saved in the desktop. You can see. Now I am showing you the extension. See, the extension is coming .xlsx. This is how it is going to be saved. When you open, again two sheet will appear in the workbook, class workbook, right? So this is the basic of MS Excel. Hope you all understood about it, but if still not understood, go through the videos again, go to the modules which I have given you. Now you are easily solve the queries. Okay? Now we will study more features, more terms, more how to present our data. We will study it in next chapter. So before that, you have to go through this chapter thoroughly and remember all the points which I have mentioned in the video and module. Fine. So start revising MS Excel. With the help of this, you can easily create your own table. Right? So now do take care of yourself and thank you very much.